sixth. Maryland Breeze, fifth. Shalom Allison was third. Capers Fancy, second. 3D Dodger was eighth. Rockville Tom, seventh. Shadow Lady was fourth. Miramichi Leslie, your race winner. Now the race times, the quarter 32 and 2, half 105 and 4, three quarters 139 and 1, and the time for the mile 2:11. Your equivalent 48 paid $23. We're all set for the second race. 9 starters approaching top of the stretch. River Ralph, Gary McDonald, Tis a Hurricane, Phil Sowers, Jersey Classic, Sam Hodgen, Mach 1, Sean Shannon, Whisper Genie, Earl Smith, Sharon Power, Mike Doyle, Blazing Lighting, Millet Kuglin, Wiper Clean with Mike Downey, and Party Bagman with Steve Mahar. Here they come. They're off and Whisper Genie going to the top. Sharon Power trails off stride. Into the turn, they are 3 wide for the lead, and from the far outside, 4 wide. Wiper Clean takes the lead. Then Whisper Genie, Blazing Lighting outside is third. Mach 1 is fourth. Jersey Classic racing fifth. Up the backstretch they go. Racing down to the quarter. Wiper Clean on top. Blazing Lighting up on the outside at the leader's wheel now. Racing on the second. Whisper Genie has third on the rail. Mach 1 is fourth. Jersey Classic has fifth. Tis a Hurricane. Party Bagman. River Ralph. Sharon Power trails. Back trotting. And the quarter was 31 and 2. And around the top turn now, they come racing on to the 3/8, and Wiper Clean pacing on top as they swing through the stretch. And here they come. They're racing through the stretch. Driving on to the half. Wiper Clean has the best for the length, and on the inside, Whisper Genie racing second. Blazing Lighting hangs third. He's parked. Mach 1 is fourth. Going out 3 wide. Yeah, it goes to the half in 105 and 1. Out of the turn now, they race on to the 5/8. And with the lead, Wiper Clean, Whisper Genie is second. Mach 1 is now third on the rail. Jersey Classic up on the outside, 3/5, racing on fourth. Then Tis a Hurricane going out 4 wide now. Goes Party Bagman rushing on. Onto the 3/4, Wiper Clean a length and a half. Whisper Genie second. Party Bagman racing now third. Then Jersey Classic is fourth. Party Bagman is on the run. The 3/4 are 39 and 2. Round the top turn, the leader, Wiper Clean. Whisper Genie racing second. The Jersey Classic is third. Tis a Hurricane comes to fourth. They hit the head of the lane now, and they're springing for home, and it is Wiper Clean. Wiper Clean and out from second. Whisper Genie challenging second. Then Jersey Classic coming up 3 wide, pacing strong. It is Whisper Genie, and here they are at the line, and it is Whisper Genie. Then Jersey Classic, Wiper Clean, and Tis a Hurricane. Time for the mile, 2:13. Follow through the 5-horse, spring number 5. Number 5. Ready now, the winner of the second race, number 5, Whisper Genie. Bay pacing filly 3, but Lime Time from Armbro Pearl. Owned by James Quinn of Belfast, Prince Edward Island, and Alan Smith of Hunter River, PEI, trained and driven by Earl Smith. Well, the filly gets her first lifetime win, takes a maiden record of 2:13. Now the result of the second race, now official. River Ralph a 6th, Tis a Hurricane a 4th, Jersey Classic 2nd, Mach 1 was 7th. Whisper Genie, your race winner. Sharon Power, 8th. Blazing Lighting was 9th. Wiper Clean, 3rd. Party Bagman, 5th. Race times quarter 31 and 2. Half 105 and 1. 3/4 139 and 2. The mile 2:13. Exacta 5-3 paid $50.70. Triacta 5-3-8, $94.20. Daily double 8 and 5 paid $28.50. Field of 8 approaching the top of the stretch for race 3. There's Power Mac with Ron Robertson, Chet's Pride with Gary McDonald, Mountain Swinger Earl Smith, Skipton D with Owen Davies, then Brighton Lady with Steve Mahar, Lucky Turbo with Ivan Davies, Miramichi Darrell, Phil Sowers, Peter Muir, and Bob Stevenson, and here they come. Clear off Brighton Lady, quickly grabs the top, then on the inside Chet's Pride, and they swing into the turn. Mountain Swinger moving up in between horses, Lucky Turbo outside of her, and it is Brighton Lady with Mountain Swinger up for the lead, and she takes it as they race out by the 8th pole. Pacing on top now, Mountain Swinger. Brighton Lady second. Lucky Turbo drives up a third. Then Chet's Pride has fourth on the rail. Then it's the Power Mac, Miramichi Darrell outside. Then it is Skipton D. And the trailer is Peter Muir. Enter by the opening quarter, 30 and 4/5. Into the top turn, Mountain Swinger cutting it out, leads a length. Brighton Lady second. Lucky Turbo in on the rail now, racing third. Chet's Pride is fourth, Power Mac fifth. Then it's Miramichi Darrell, Skipton D. Peter Muir trails. Through the stretch they come. They're racing to the half, but Mountain Swinger has the lead. Brighton Lady is second, Lucky Turbo the third. Then Chet's Pride is fourth, and here comes Power Mac moving fifth. Then Skipton D is on the move. Then Peter Muir and off stride. Miramichi Darrell, the half is in 4 and 1. They're into the turn now and racing on to the 5/8. Pacing on top. It is a Mountain Swinger, Lucky Turbo out driving on second. The inquiry sign is up. Brighton Lady has third on the rail. Then Power Mac goes fourth. Then it is Chet's Pride. Skipton D, Peter Muir racing neck and neck for the lead as they go to the 3/4. Mountain Swinger on the inside. Lucky Turbo on the outside. 1:36 and 2 by the 3/4 into the top turn. They're neck and neck for the lead. Mountain Swinger on the inside. Lucky Turbo outside. Brighton Lady with the leaders is at third. Power Mac is fourth. Chet's Pride racing fifth. Peter Muir and Skipton D, and now they swing for home. And it is Mountain Swinger. Brighton Lady looks for room to move. Lucky Turbo outside. It is Mountain Swinger, Brighton Lady. Here they are at the line. Mountain Swinger, Brighton Lady, Lucky Turbo, and the Power Mac fourth. Time for the mile, 2:07 and 4. And the result of the third race now official. Power Mac finished fourth, was placed third. Chet's Pride seventh. Mountain Swinger, your race winner. Skipton D was sixth. Brighton Lady second. Lucky Turbo third, placed fourth, set back for interference to Power Mac in the first turn. Miramichi Darrell was eighth. And Peter Muir was fifth. Race times, quarter 30 and 4. Half 104 and 1. 3/4 136 and 2. Time for the mile, 2:07 and 4. Your triactor combination of the 3, 5, 1 paid $34.70. And the Quinella 3 and 5 paid $12.50. We're all set now for the fourth race for the field of 8. Approaching top of the stretch, there's Snake Charmer and Steve Mahar, English Colony Freddie Charlton, Luck with Winston Campbell, Meadows Shadow, Mark Collett, Patty Pratcher, Owen Davies, Victoria's Bill, Ivan Davies, Golden Follow with Gary Vincent, and LeBeau the Air with Steve Mason. Here they come. They're off and going to the top. It is Patty Pratcher, English Colony. Racing a second. Look is a third. Victoria's Bill outside, racing a fourth. They swing around the turn, and Patty Pratcher's out now by 2 lengths. And she's the leader as they race out by the 8th. Now English Colony out racing a second and challenging for the top. Buddy ducks for cover again. Look is racing third. Victoria's Bill outside is fourth. Meadow Shadow has a fifth. Then a Snake Charmer. LeBeau the Air on the move. Golden Follow trails. And they are by the quarter now. By that marker in 32 seconds. They swing into the top turn. Patty Pratcher on top of 2. English Colony second. Look is third. Victorious Bill Park is fourth. Meadow Shadow is fifth on the rail. Snake Charmer outside. They in Victorious Bill and Le Bouvier, and through the stretch they come racing to the half. Up front with the lead it is a Patty Prancer. English Colony, Victorious Bill now to second. English Colony is third. Snake Charmer's fourth with cover. On the rail it's Look. Le Bouvier swings out three wide, rushing on the Meadows Shadow. Golden Funnel trails, and they were by the half and 5 and 1. Around the turn they go to the 5/8, and on top it is Patty Prancer. Victorious Bill hangs second, lapped on the leader now. English Colony is third. Snake Charmer outside racing on fourth, and he swings out three wide. Snake Charmer is now a third. They're three wide, neck and neck, as they go racing to the three-quarters. Patty Prancer, Snake Charmer, Victorious Bill in between them. By the three-quarters, Snake Charmer wide, gets a nose in front, 37 and 2 by the three-quarters. Snake Charmer on the outside, Patty Prancer on the inside. English Colony, Victorious Bill, Le Bouvier, Meadows Shadow, Look, and the trailer Golden Funnel. They swing for home now. It is Snake Charmer and Patty Prancer. English Colony has third. It is Snake Charmer moving away. English Colony, Meadows Shadow coming on. Here they are at the line. Snake Charmer, English Colony, Meadows Shadow gets third, and Patty Prancer is fourth. And the time for the mile, 2:10. Now the result of the fourth race now official. Snake Charmer, your race winner. English Colony second. Look was sixth. Meadow Shadow third. Patty Prancer fourth. Victorious Bill seventh. Golden Funnel was fifth. Le Bouvier was eighth. Times the quarter 32 seconds. The half 105 and 1. Three quarters 137 and 2. Time for the mile 2:10. Your exactor 1 and 2 paid $67.90. And the Quinella combination, also of 1 and 2, paid $51.50. Well, we're taking a break from the action to show you the conditions that we're racing under out here tonight. You can see the snowflakes, and we can show you the condition of the racetrack up along the backstretch. The snow piled up there. That's been a problem for about a month now. The snow piled up on the backstretch, and you can see the snow on the inside of the hub rail. That means when the snow on the outside melts, there's no place for it to go on the inside. We're going to drift down and show you a snowbank here that's higher than our tote board. There you go, right there. And then we'll drift on over to the stable area. There's just, well, inundated with snow, plowed away and piled up. And it's causing us a concern out here, just where it's going to go and what's going to become of all the water when the snow turns to water. See the big drifts and the piles of snow right up to the roofs. So it's been a great winter, and we have those dandy snowflakes with us tonight. Our racetrack is starting to turn white. While we're just roving around with our camera around the racetrack, let's tell you that EPR has announced its added money early closers for 1987. The Alexander Memorial, an invitational since its inception back in 1958, now changed to an early closer. A purse of $10,000 added, estimated to be worth $15,000 by race day. The Brunswicker, it's open to pacers, non-winners of $3,000 lifetime. The Loyalist City Pace, open to non-winners of $4,000 last year. The R.M. Lawson Memorial for 4-year-old pacers. The Maritime Trotting Derby, open to any trotter. The Maritime Pacing Derby, open to any maritime-bred pacer. We also have the Lady Latour Pace. It's for fillies and mares. And rounding out the list of 8 special events will be the Coca-Cola Classic. It will go for 3- and 4-year-olds. Okay, let's get back to the action. We're all set now for the 5th race field of 9. Top of the stretch, there's AC's Peter Steve Mason, Crafty Star Doug Falcons, Mormac Coral Tony Damon, Flying Pen Gary Vincent, Miramichi Dash John Davidson, J.G. Bertie Charlton, Fort Tack Steve Mahar, Bold Top Bill Gary McDonald, Queen Lakes Ross McDonald. Here they come. They're off, and AC's Peter is the leader. Now from the outside, Miramichi Dash drives on in between them, Flying Pen, and they're neck and neck into the turn. On the rail, AC's Peter, Miramichi Dash outside, racing is second. Flying Pen has a third. Then on the real Crafty Star, then Portex going up on the outside, straightening out into the backstretch. It is AC's Peter and Miramichi Dash up for the lead. Left on the leader, Miramichi Dash grabs the top. AC's Peter second, Flying Pen, Portex Parties racing fourth. Full Top Bill outside fifth, quarter 31 and 1. Then it is a Crafty Star, JG, Queen Lynx, and more Mac Coral as the trailer as they swing around the top turn. And pacing with the lead, Miramichi Dash with AC's Peter out to challenge now. Up the head of the lane, they swing through the stretch and come racing to the half. It's Miramichi Dash with AC's Peter racing second. Flying Pen has a third. Up on the outside, it is Bold Top Bill racing on fourth. Portex in on the inside. The half and 3 and 2, then JG. Then Crafty Star, Queen Lynx, more Mac Coral trails. And around the turn they go racing to the 5/8, pacing it on top. Miramichi Dash, AC's Peter second. Flying Pen the third, Portex is fourth. Full Top Bill outside racing fifth. Queen Lynx swings out 3 wide, rushing on sixth, goes on. Queen Lynx is now fifth, then moving on as they race on to the 3/4. Miramichi Dash and AC's Peter and Flying Pen. Queen Lynx is now fourth, Portex is fifth, 3/4 37. Up on the outside, JG, Crafty Star, Bull Top Bill, more Mac Coral trailing around the top turn. It is Miramichi Dash still on top. He leads for 2. Flying Pen comes to second. AC's Peter hanging third. Queen Lynx wide racing fourth. Now they swing for home. It is Miramichi Dash. Flying Pen coming up on the inside. Portex coming through, closing fast. Portex bidding for the top, and at the line it is too tight to call. Portex, Miramichi Dash, Flying Pen, and a Crafty Star. The time for the mile, 2:11 and 1. Parade 5 and 7, parade 5 and 7. Another photo for win. Number 5, Miramichi Dash, black pacing horse 4 by Horton Hanover. From Miramichi Andrea, owned by Heather Dan of St. John, trained and driven by John Davidson. And also in the photo, but not parading, number 7, Portex. Bay pacing yielding 5 return port effort from Melanie Lobel, owned by Brian Kelly of Fredericton, trained and driven by Steve Mahar. Waiting for a photo for win. Now the result of the 5th race now official. AC's Peter 6th. Crafty Star was 4th. Mormac Coral 8th. Flying Pen 3rd. Miramichi Dash, your race winner. JG was 5th. Portex 2nd. Up strong. Cheapo is coming. Senator comes on. Asian Senator. And Kingsby. Let's pay 5 and 4. Horses finishing 1st and 3rd. And that returned 186.70. And the Triacta 574 paid at 371.60. And we're all set now for the 6th race field of 9. Top of the stretch, J.J. Sheridan, Earl Smith, Easy Clip, Bob Stevenson, Laser, Winston Campbell, Hasty Pick with Ron Robertson, Flying Horton with Gary McDonald, Mormac Doris with Colleen Clancy, Spring River, Ross McDonald, Bruce's Joe G. Millett Cooglin, Jeff Down with Steve Downey, and here they come. They're off and quickly going to the top. It is a Laser. And on the inside, J.J. Sheridan racing is 2nd. Head of the turn, J.J. Sheridan and Laser. Now Laser again. J.J. Sheridan racing is 2nd. Jeff Down up on the inside has moved to 3rd. Hasty Pick outside racing on 4th. They race on up the backstretch going to the quarter. And outside 2nd winging for the top. It is Hasty Pick and he grabs the top and Laser 2nd. J.J. Sheridan racing 3rd. Jeff Down has 4th. Then Easy Glib is racing 5th as they go by the quarter in 32 and 2. Then it's Mormac Doris on the outside. Bruce's Joe G. Flying Horton. And trailing the field, it is a Spring River. as they come to the 3/8 pole. They're by that marker now and swinging on through the stretch, racing to the half, and Hasty Bick is the leader. Hasty Bick has a lead of 2 lengths. Then racing second, it is Laser. J.J. Sheraton is third. Jeff Downs racing fourth, and Easy Gleb. Bruce's Joe G. Flying Horton on the move, the half and 5 and 2. Then the Mormac Doors and Spring River Trails. They swing into the turn now and race on to the 5/8 and pacing on top, Hasty Bick. Then Laser to second, J.J. Sheraton not driving third. Then Jeff Down, Easy Glib moving up on the inside. Bruce's Joe G outside, Flying Horton. Then Spring River rushing up on the outside, then Flying Horton. Mormac Doris trails and they go to the 3/4. Hasty Bick still the leader with J.J. Sheraton outside second, 4 3/4, 1:37 and 2. Out of the top turn, Hasty Bick. J.J. Sheraton is second, Laser has third, Jeff Down, Easy Glib. Bruce's Joe G, Spring River, then Flying Horton, Mormac Doris at the head of the lane. They come swinging for home now, and pacing on top it is Hasty Bick. Hasty Bick and then Laser and J.J. Sheridan and Jeff Down. Gonna be Hasty Bick holding, and here they are at the line. It is Hasty Bick, J.J. Sheridan, tight for sure between Laser and Easy Glib. And the time for the mile, 2:09 and 3. After rating now the winner of the 6th race, number 4, Hasty Bick, the pacing horse 5, by defensive pick from Hasty Ruth, owned by Lois and Don Bickford of Hampton, trained and driven by Ron Robertson. The horse gets his second winning trip this season, his fastest tonight in 2:09 and 3. Now the result of the 6th race. Now official, J.J. Sheridan second, Easy Glib was third, Laser was fourth, Hasty Bick, your race winner, Flying Horton 8th, Mormac Taurus 9th, Spring River 7th, Bruce's Joe G was 6th, and Jeff Down was 5th. At the times, the quarter 32 and 2, the half 105 and 2, 3/4 137 and 2, the mile 2:09 and 3. Your quinella 1 and 4 paid $7.90. All set now for the 7th race. 9 starters approaching the top of the stretch, and we have Turnpike's Tequila with Tony Damon, Irish Mindy, John Davidson, Penobscot Time with Mark Cullen, Billy's Flirt and Gary Vincent, Denny's Nad, Wayne Sprague, Cherry Frost with Phil Sowers, Flag Sundance, Steve Mahar, Matt's Jet, Doug Falkins, Tar Sand Skip with Gary McDonald, and here they come. They're off and battling, getting out of there and on the outside. Denny's Nat up on the inside. Turnpike's Tequila, they're 4 wide. Head of the turn and pacing on top turn. Pike's Tequila. Then up in between horses, Billy's Flirt outside. Denny's Nat up on the inside. Irish Mindy now to second. They go on up the backstretch down and race for the quarter. Turnpike's Tequila pacing on top. Denny's Nat up on the outside. 3 wide, drives on to second. Irish Mindy has a third. Billy's Flirt's racing fourth, Cherry Frost outside, driving on fifth, and Tarzan to skip. Matt's Jet, Penobscot Time, Flag Sundance, as they race on by the quarter. 32 seconds, they're neck and neck for the lead. On the inside turn, Pike's Tequila up on the outside, Denny's and Nat, Irish Mindy laying on the rail, she's racing a third. Through the stretch they come, they're racing to the half. Pacing on top from the inside, Turnpike's Tequila. Denny's Nat up on the outside, hanging a second. Irish Mindy's third. Then Billy's Flirt is racing a fourth. Tarzan Skip up fifth on the outside. Then Cherry Frost, Matt's Jet, Penobscot Time. Flag Sundance is the trailer. And they swing into the turn now and go racing on to the 5/8. They were by the half and 4 and 4. Turnpike's Tequila. Denny's Nat at her wheel, hangs second. Irish Mindy third. Tarzan Skip out driving a fourth. Billy's Flirt is fifth on the rail now. Matt's Jet to fifth. Billy's Flirt. Flag Sundance out 3 wide. Penobscot Time. Cherry Frost going to the 3/4. Turnpike's Tequila still by half a length. Denny's Nat is hanging a second. Irish Irish Mindy is at third. Flag Sundance wide is racing on quickly to third and going on to second. 3/4 and 39, and Flag Sundance comes charging to, and it grabs the lead. Flag Sundance and Turnpike's Tequila. Now they swing for home. It is a Flag Sundance facing on top. Turnpike's Tequila hanging a second. Then on the outside, coming on a strong third, Irish Mindy. Going to be Flag Sundance. Here they are at the line. Flag Sundance. Then Irish Mindy, Turnpike's Tequila, and Tarzan Skip. And the time for the mile, 2:11 and 4. Out of the wire now, the winner of the 7th race, number 7, Flag Sundance, Rowan Pacing, gelding 11 years, by King Blackguard from Miss Sunset, owned and trained by Freddie Charlton of St. John, Steve Mahar driving. Win number 2 this year for Flag Sundance tonight, 2:11 and 4, and that completes a driving triple tonight so far for Steve Mahar. Earlier this evening, Steve Mahar won the first race with Miramichi Leslie, and then he won his second race with Snake Charmer in 2:10. Driving triple so far for Steve Mahar. And the result of the 7th race now official. Turnpike Tequila was third. Irish Mindy second. The Knobscott time, 9th. Billy's Flirt was 8th. Denny's Nad 7th. A Cherry Frost 5th. Flag Sundance, your race winner. Matt's Jet 6th, and Tarzan Skip was 4th. Times quarter 32, half 104 and 4. 3/4 139, the mile 2:11 and 4. Daily double 4 and 7, paid 74.90. Exacta 7 and 2, paid 19.30. Triacta 721, paid 245. And we're all set now for the 8th race, a field of 7. At the top of the stretch, there's Offshore Oil with John Davidson, Kilkerran Cloud, and Gary Vincent. Revelry Inn, Ross McDonald, Miramichi Beau, Phil Sowers. Shane's Cover, Kim Cameron. Kira's Girl, Sean Shannon. Nick, Rob Champ with Sam Hodgen. Here they come. They're off, and Kira's Girl from the outside grabs the top. Revelry Inn fights for it on the inside. Kilkerran Cloud is on the rail and racing third. Miramichi Beau has 4th. Then Offshore Oil, Shane's a Cover, and Nick, Rob Champ trails. They're by the 8th minutes on up the backstretch. They go winging to the quarter. Pacing atop now, it is Revelry Inn. Out by a length, Kilkerran Cloud gets to second. Kira's Girl now third on the rail. Miramichi Beau is racing a 4th. Then it is Offshore Oil, Shane's Cover. Nick, Rob Champ trotting up on the outside. They're by that quarter, 32 and 1. Out of the top turn, it's Revelry Inn leading a length for the quarter, and Kilkerran Cloud is second. Kira's Girl has third. Miramichi Beau, Offshore Oil, Nick, Rob Champ, Shane's Cover trails. They spring on through the stretch, and here they come. They're racing to the half. Pacing on top, it is Revelry Inn, and then Kilkerran Cloud racing second on the outside. Miramichi Beau comes to third. Behind him with Cover, Nick, Rob Champ. Kira's Girl on the rail. Then it's Offshore Oil and Shane's Cover. They're a 5.5 and 5 and 4. Around the turn, racing now to the 5/8. Revelry Inn shows the way. Kilkerran Cloud is second. Miramichi Beau drives up on the outside, gets to second now. That moves Kilkerran Cloud back to third. Miramichi Beau up on the outside goes winging for the lead. And trotting up behind him, it is Nick, Rob Champ. He gets to third. Outside of him, Shane's Cover now 4th. Kilkerran Cloud, Offshore Oil, Kira's Girl trails. 1:39 and 4 by the 3/4 into the top turn. Revelry Inn a length and a half. Now it's 2. Miramichi Beau and Nick, Rob Champ trotting a third. Kira's Girl coming up on the inside. She's now 4th. They hit the head of the lane and they swing for home, and it is Revelry Inn leading by 2. Revelry Inn, they're closing in on the leader. Nick, Rob Champ trotting up strong second. On the outside, Shane's Cover coming on. Nick, Rob Champ trots to the top. Here they are. Nick Rob Champ, Revelry End, too tight to call for show. And the time for the mile, 2:14. And for Reading now, the winner of the 8th race, number 9, Nick Rob Champ, a bay trotting gelding. He's 7 years by Brett Champ from Caffey MK, owned by Richard Martin of St. John, trained and driven by Sam Hodgen. The converted trotter gets his first win at that gate and gets a maiden record then of 2:14 on the trot. Number 9, Nick Rob Champ and Sam Hodgen. And the result of the 8th race now official. Offshore Oil was 2nd, Kilkerran Cloud was 7th, Revelry End 4th, Lone Water Mist was scratched, Miramichi Bow was 5th, Gay Time Judge was scratched, Shane's Cover 3rd, Kira's Girl 6th, Nick Rob Champ, your race winner. The times, the quarter 31 and 1, the half 105 and 4, 3/4 139 and 4, and the time for the mile, 2:14. Your quintal of 1 and 9 paid $19.30, and your triactin 917, $200.50. We're all set now for tonight's featured 9th race. A field of 5 approaching top of the stretch. Stone Riggs Out Patron with Gary McDonald, Beth Sealster, Mike Downey, Riverview Boy, Wayne Sprague, Isle of Time with Earl Smith, and Steve B. Down with Steve Mason. Here they come. Clear off in Stone Riggs Out Patron, the leader in the rail. Isle of Time up challenging a 2nd. Beth Sealster his 3rd in the rail. Riverview Boy is racing 4th, and Steve B. Down racing 5th as they swing around the turn. Stone Riggs Out Patron, he's the leader in length. Beth Sealster is 2nd. Isle of Time goes to the rail, and she's racing a 3rd. Riverview Boy has 4th. Steve B. Down trailing 5th as they race on to the quarter, and Stone Riggs Out Patron's on top of length. Beth Sealster's racing a 2nd. Isle of Time has 3rd. Then it's Riverview Boy and Steve B. Down the quarter, 32 and 1. Racing on into the top turn. Stone Riggs Out Patron on top of length. Beth Sealster racing a 2nd. Isle of Time has a 3rd. Steve B. Down from the rear of the pack, rushing on to 4th now. Riverview Boy now trails 5th as they come swinging on through the stretch, and they come racing to the half, and a pacing on top of the Stone Riggs Out Patron. Beth Sealster 2nd. Steve B. Down driving up 3rd. Then it is Isle of Time at Riverview Boy trailing 5th. They were by the half in 6. Head of the turn now, they race on to the 5/8. Stone Riggs Out Patron. Steve B. Down goes to 2nd. Beth Sealster's racing 3rd. Isle of Time is 4th, and Riverview Boy trailing 5th by the 5/8, and it's on to the 3/4. And the leader in the inside, Stone Riggs Out Patron. Steve B. Down up on the outside. Stone Riggs Out Patron by a next. Steve B. Down charging hard 2nd. Beth Sealster 3rd. Then Isle of Time out winging on the 4th. Riverview Boy is 5th, 3/4 38. Into the top turn, Stone Riggs Out Patron on the inside. Steve B. Down hard on the outside. Now they're neck and neck, and Beth Sealster's racing 3rd. Isle of Time is 4th, and Riverview Boy is 5th. Now they swing for home, and charging to the top of the Steve B. Down. Stone Riggs Out Patron is 2nd, Beth Sealster 3rd. Here they are at the line. Steve B. Down, Stone Riggs Out Patron, Beth Sealster, Riverview Boy, and Isle of Time. And the time for the mile, 2:08. And parading now, the winner of tonight's featured 9th, it's number 5, Steve B. Down. Black pacing horse 4 of a major league from Madhu Hanover. Off of Milton Doughty of St. John, trained and driven by Steve Mason. 4th winning trip this year from 7 tries for Steve B. Down. It's his fastest in 2:08. The result of the 9th race now official. Stonewiggs Self Patron second. Beth Seelster third. Riverview Boy was fourth. Isle of Time was fifth. Steve B. Down, your race winner. Times a quarter 32 and 1, a half 106. 3/4 138. Now the mile in 208. The exacta 5 and 1, $20.60. Triacta 512, paid $33.70. It's 10:30. We're all set now for the 10th and final of the field of 9. Approaching the top of the stretch, Demand Control with Gary McDonald, General Fast and Steve Mahar. Good front with Ivan Davies, Passe Poil, Doug Falkins. Gambling Doug with Lonnie Stokes. Canadian Scooter, Bob Stevenson. Boot Hill Hideaway, John Davidson. Harmony Greenwood with Wilson Gilmore and Joy Down with Tom Mason. Here they come. They're off in Demand Control, pacing on top and up on the outside. Gambling Doug challenging a second. 3 wide, Canadian Scooter drives on. It is Demand Control, pacing on top with Canadian Scooter up to second now. Gambling Doug settling in on the rail, is racing third, and they're by the 8th pole. Then it is a General Fast, Harmony Greenwood moving up on the outside. Good front, Passe Poil, Joy Down, and Boot Hill Hideaway trailing as they go to the quarter. And pacing on top, Demand Control on length. Harmony Greenwood up on the outside to second. Quarter 32 and 3. Swinging into the top turn, Demand Control and Harmony Greenwood. Canadian Scooter is at third. Gambling Doug has a fourth. General Fast moving fifth on the outside. Then it is Good front as they come by the 3/8 pole now and race on through the stretch. Here they come, they're racing to the half, and Harmony Greenwood challenging for the top. Shows on top on the outside. Demand Control is on the inside. They're neck at neck as they come to the half. Then it's Canadian Scooter and General Fast. Then Gambling Doug and Joy Down the half in 5 and 4. Good front, Passe Poil and Boot Hill Hideaway. Around the turn, they race on to the 5/8 and pacing on top, Demand Control. Harmony Greenwood hangs a second. Canadian Scooter is third. General Fast outside with cover. He is fourth. Gambling Doug has fifth on the rail. Then it is a Joy Down, good front, Passe Poil and Boot Hill Hideaway as they go to the 3/4 and Demand Control the leader. By a length, Canadian Scooter is second. Up strong, 3/4, 139 and 2. Head of the top turn, Demand Control. Canadian Scooter challenging second. General Fast has third. Gambling Doug is fourth. Good in front comes to fifth on the inside. They come by the 7/8 pole now and they swing for home. Demand Control with the lead and Canadian Scooter charging up on the outside second. Demand Control and Canadian Scooter coming on. Canadian Scooter to the top, and here they are at the line. Canadian Scooter going to be tight for second. General Fast, Demand Control, good front fourth. The time for the mile, 2:11 and 4. Hello, result of the 10th race now official. Demand Control third. He's been claimed by Donald Kerr of St. John. General Fast was second. Good front was fourth, claimed by Tony Haig of St. John. Passe Poil was fifth. Gambling Doug sixth. Canadian Scooter, your race winner. Boot Hill Hideaway seventh. Harmony Greenwood ninth. Joy Down was eighth. Times quarter 32 and 3. Half 105 and 4. 3/4 139 and 2. The mile 2:11 and 4. Your triactor paid $1,311.30. The combination was 621. Well, there's a show for tonight. Do hope you've enjoyed it. Folks getting a big return on the last race as Canadian Scooter won. Paid $149.30 to win. Not quite as much as Glenn Lester paid to win the feature on Saturday. The exacta, a 6-2 combination.